Right guys, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make this hyper-realistic piece of meat chocolate cake. This is such an effective cake, but actually it's very easy to do, just using 2 Spectrum Flow colours and the sugar paste. First of all, I'm going to just take a bit of chocolate cake, cutting it down to the size that I want and making sure I've got enough for the shape of the piece of meat that I want to make. The shape that you make is up to you, obviously depending on the piece of meat shape you want to go for. You can always Google reference pictures for this. Once that's done, I'm covering the whole thing in chocolate, trying to get kind of sharp edges so it's squared off on the edges. Once that ganache is set, I'm just going to use some piping gel to cover all over it, and then taking some of the sugar paste. I've got my red water-based colour from Spectrum Flow and my lemon yellow. I'm just slowly dabbing it onto the sugar paste and then rolling it out. You want the littlest bit because you don't want the sugar paste to colour too much. Then I'm going to crunch up some cling film onto its roll and use that as a rolling pin. This will texture the sugar paste before I even drape it over. So cool little technique. I'm going to use some more cling film just to pinch the edges and texturise the sugar paste a little bit more. And then just taking a small tool, I'm going to start to texturise the sides and the top of the piece of meat. So just dashes around the sides to make it uneven, and then all around the outside you want it to lean up a little bit, so push in towards the edges, and this will be the fat area of the meat. Add a few streaks of fat through the middle as well. This is just a raised area again, a small hill. And then I'm going to start to texturise all of the meat using this tool. Also using a little nail brush to help texturise it as well. Drag the nail brush along, this will give the lines. So what I've done is I've poured some red water based and some lemon yellow into the cup just to make a bit more of an orangey red, and I'm just slowly going to paint this on, leaving thin little lines in sporadic areas to look like fat again. Leaving the outsides and the streak of fat through the middle, leaving them uncoloured at the moment, and then starting to just dab colour on them, but leaving them predominantly white. And it is simple as that. All I've done to finish it off is I've dabbed some piping gel all over to give it that wet look. And there you have a hyper realistic piece of meat cake.